Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Frank the Man, barber and cosmetologist. You tuning into the Frank the Man TV show where I teach how to increase your income, increase your clientele, and of course, how to cut hair. So it's my boy Rob, and we're gonna be doing a ball fade today. So let's jump right into the video, y'all. We're not doing a ball fade? What?
Remember we growing the bag?
Damn, we ain't doing a ball fade. Okay, it's all good. I mean, it's a little good. It's not that good, but it's all good. Bad kid, keep it natural?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So definitely kind of like a mohawk, pretty much. Okay, gotcha. So apparently we're doing a mohawk. Still a ball fade, so same thing. Let's do it. Hey man, so check it out, you guys. Before we get started, I want to go ahead and say this video is provided by Filoso Barber brand, right? This is a company that I co-founded with my boy Josh. Our mission is to provide you with the most consistent, sharpest, and longest lasting razor blades. All right, you guys, so the first thing we're going to be doing today is creating our first guideline. There's 3 guidelines when it comes to creating a perfect bald fade. And in this case, I'm doing my first guideline. Why am I holding my clipper this way, you ask? Because I don't like to create a hard guideline. And the best way to take out a guideline is to never actually put one in, you know? And I know a lot of people teach you to go ahead and flip over your trimmer and put a hard, crisp line in there. I've been doing it for 8 years now, you guys. Safe to say you're good, trust me. And honestly, you're much faster. Just make sure that the guideline is where you want it to be. In this case, he wants a really high fade, so we're going to be giving him a high guideline. And the way I measure that is by putting my fingers. You're going to see exactly what I mean by that just now. Right? 1, 2, and 3 fingers. If you see right on top of my middle finger, that would be a high guideline. Underneath my index finger would be a mid one, and then right underneath the pinky would be a low. So what I'm doing now is I'm grabbing my 1.5 guard and I'm taking it all the way up to right before his hair starts, right before his undercut starts. But when I create my guidelines, I always do a 0, a 0.5 guideline, and then a 1.5 guideline. And ironically, this is exactly what he wanted, so it's pretty cool. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start balding him out right before that guideline that I created with my trimmer, with my handy dandy Fabulous Pro Foil shaver. Alright, now you guys, I'm going to grab my wall senior and I'm going to drop the lever all the way down and start to create a second guideline from the first guideline that I created. And I always go 1/2 inch above the first guideline. His hair is so soft and so thin and so fine that as I'm creating the second guideline, it kind of just fades on its own. And the same thing is for the beard, you guys. Always make sure that you go ahead and you fade in the beard. You never want to leave it, you know. And obviously I know my client already. He likes it faded in. He does not like it to be pointed. All right, you guys. So I went ahead and just kind of cleaned up his little forehead a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Woo-wow, right? Nothing serious. But now we're gonna get back to the fading. All right. Boom, that's where I want my guideline, my little finger trick there. There you go, check it out. We're gonna bring it all the way up to that assumed high guideline, right? Boom, look at that. That's what I mean by using your fingers to create those guidelines. And it's just something that I picked up working at a shop, and I was like, man, this dude's full of it, right? But then I did it and I was like, yo, it kind of does work, you know what I mean? So in this case, it definitely does work, you know? So make sure that you guys pull that ear down and get all that hair behind the ear. And again, never hold your trimmer the other way. I know they teach you that. I know other barbers other YouTube barbers are doing that. But dude, telling you, the best way to take out a bald guideline is to never even put one in the first place. I'm trying to tell you. So you know, a little something. You know, I have this tendency of always doing this. I hate that, you know. But we're gonna leave it for the end. Now I'm taking my 1.5 guard. And I have a comb on top of my left hand holding up his hair so I make sure I don't cut any of that long hair that he has. He's been having that hair since I met the man, to be honest. And this is my boy Rob, by the way. You know, he's responsible for a lot of video production that I've done with him. And, you know, so he's one of my really good friends out here in Vegas. So there you go. Make sure that 1.5 is always even from the first guideline to the top. You see that? You see how symmetrical everything is? Now I grab my wall senior and I drop my lever all the way down and I'm creating my second guideline. So now I have 3 guidelines. First guideline, second guideline, and then the 1.5 guideline that I ran right underneath his man bun. And there you see it. So now I'm taking off the second guideline. I just want to knock off the second one just because it's a whole lot easier, and it kind of calms your anxiety, you know, knowing that, hey, you only have the first one to go. And you make sure to always keep the fade really tight like that as well too. I'm just knocking off all this hair, making sure that the 1.5 really did hit him up, you know, hit him everywhere. Same thing with the beard, you guys. Can't stress this enough. There's a lot of situations where barbers keep or don't do anything with the beard, so make sure that it's faded in. Lastly, you guys, my man, he has a natural point back here, so I said, bro, let's do a point. Why not, you know? Technically, this still is a bald fade. I know he said he didn't want a bald. We weren't doing a bald fade, but that's exactly what we did. It's just a different style, you know what I mean? Like, if I gave him a crop, it's still a bald fade. If I gave him, you know, like I can't hide that I play soccer type of look, you know, that Lionel Messi type of cut, it would still be the same type of haircut, you know, it would still be a bald fade. So I'm just naturally following, not trying to knock off too much off his natural neckline. All right, guys, now back to the front. Here we go. This is the best for last, right? We went ahead and I'm gonna line them up. I did go ahead and kind of have a little woo-wah earlier, right, with the trimmers, but I mean, for the most part, I didn't really line it up. Not too much, at least. So the canvas is cleared. I ran the 1.5 there as well because, you know, he wanted the 1.5 all the way through. I always start my lineups with the middle, right in the middle. And the reason why is because that's the middle of his forehead. You know, everything else that I did on the side, it was just naturally there. Now I am gonna be lining up my man with the one and only Filoso razor blade, right? These are razor blades for barbers, and I'm super excited to show them to you. They are available now for purchase. Link in the description below. We have merch, hats, all of them, man. So make sure you guys support us. All right, man, let's get started. I am applying some gel, which you can also find in the link in the description below. Reason why I use gel is because it is clear, concise. I go right in there with my razor, right, with that Filoso razor blade, making sure that I'm keeping him super sharp. And I always hit up above his ear. The reason why I do this is just because I'm different. You know, did the other barber do that? I don't know, but I'm doing it. You know what I mean? And it's a cool, really fast way of getting those hairs. But make sure you don't go too low. You'll chop his ear off. You know what I mean? Hey, you guys. So this is it. It was a real fast tutorial, and that's it, man. Here he is. Look at him, stunning on him. You know what I mean? A little this, a little bit of that. Hey, man, you guys, I really appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'm happy to be back on YouTube. I know this one was really short, hey, but I have one coming up next week, man. Exactly this time next week, every Wednesday. I'll see y'all soon, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to leave a comment, and if you purchase some razors, let me know what you think in the comments.